Good evening, guys. It's me again. This time, I'm going to make a video about a comparison between a Cape-size vessel, a Panamax vessel, and an Handy-size vessel with the same program. So take note of each vessel on how I will present it. So let's start, guys. First of all, let's start with the Cape-size loading sequence. Okay, this is the loading plan or loading sequence. It's MV Cape Odyssey, and it's a 9 holds vessel, and the total cargo to load is 205,088 metric tons. Okay, so with this sequence, let's say that in pour number 18, the vessel has to stop because we want to know how much is the cargo to load for trimming, and our departure drop will be even keel of 1823 forward, 1823 up, and midship will be 1823 and no trim. Our trimming hold is 1 and 9, and the trimming weight is 5,000. Okay, so let's assume that after reading the draft forward and up and midship around the vessel with the draft surveyor and chief officer, so we have to input the draft that they have read. Okay, so let's go to the program. Cape-size vessel, this one. Okay, this is the initial draft that they have read. 17 forward, 1777, and drop up is 1796. Forward is 1777 and 1796. Okay, so let's go back to the program, and the 1777 forward and up drop is 1796, and their midship drop is 18, mid port is 1887, and mid starboard is 1887. So the mid drop is 1887 and the departure drop is 1823, or the final mid is 1823, which is says here departure drop or target draft. Okay, now since this is your actual mid drop or visual reading, and take note that the main drop is 1787, so that is the mean drop, present mean drop, and this one is the actual mid drop. So with this comparison alone, you know that there is zero deflection, so you don't have to go through the whole process until you completed loading. But looking at the initial draft that you made between the draft surveyor and yourself as chief officer, you can easily dictate the deflection. So look at the mid or actual draft reading of your mid drop is 1787, and your present mean drop by computation is 1787, meaning to say there is a zero deflection. From here, you can already predict, or say you have an idea that there will be a zero deflection. Okay, so according to the computation that he has a sinkage of 36 centimeters, and with this 36 centimeters he is recommended to load 493.6 metric tons recommended cargo to load for loading, for trimming. Okay, so just follow the arrow, then here you put 4994. Okay, what happens if you load the 4994? Look at the mid drop. 18.23 is the same with the final mid drop, and the sinkage 36 centimeters is the same with the sinkage here. Okay, since you know already the cargo to load for trimming, so then you go to trim holes 2. By the way, this program is what you call how to find trim when handling several weights. Okay, then we go to trimming with 2 holes. Okay, according to your loading plan, your trimming is hold 1 and 9. Okay, hold 1 and 9. So you put here 1 and 9. Okay, then assuming that there's no trim, so what will be the cargo to load in hold number 1 is 2477. Okay, you got here 2477, and 9 is 2517. Okay, then what will be your final draft? See, if you load this figure, you have an even keel of 1823 forward and up, and your main is 1823. You have a zero deflection here. So this is the capesize vessel. Okay, just a reminder again that within this initial drop reading, if you have the present mean drop and the actual mid drop, you will know already that you have a zero deflection. So look at this figure, meaning your deflection here is 0. So what happens to the final figure after loading the remaining cargo to load? You have a 0 deflection, so you have no trim, the same draft forward and up. Okay, so that is just what I want you to emphasize. Then let's go to the Panamax vessel. Okay, Panamax vessel, the same, how to find trim when handling several moderate weights. Here you have the initial draft forward and up. Then your main drop is 1336. Then you get the actual reading of your mid drop. Then you get the mid drop of 1336. So here you will notice that the deflection is 0. So you have an idea on the final departure or loading, your deflection will be 0. Okay, so it's recommended cargo to load is 2087.6. So you input 2088, and what happens if you load 2088? Your mid drop will be 13.6701, which is almost the same with this one, and your sinkage is 0.3101, which is almost exactly with your sinkage. Okay, so with that, you trim your vessel. and you will load, for example, this is what you call the trimming 2 holes, trimming with 2 holes. Then you say you want to load in number 1 and number 7. How much? Look at the figure here, remaining cargo to load. How much was that? It's 28.8. Okay, so take note of this figure, remaining cargo to load. So it's 28.8. So in number 1, your trimming hold is 1 and 7. And for example, you don't have, there's no trim. And how much will you load in number 1 is 1080. 1080. So there, we'll put 1080 and number 7 will be 1008. Number 7 is 1008. What will be your final draft? It's an even kill. So forward will be 13.67 and up will be 13.67. So you have already 2 programs that confirms your result of your program or your draft or your completion of loading is 1367. This is the form 6 small weights and trim 2 holes. Then we go to the trimming table, trim table. Okay, we have the trimming table. You have the cargo to load is 28.8. Then here you have the trimming holes 1 and 7, and in the same figures of 10 1080 for number 1 and number 7 is 1008. And here you have the initial draft 1013 and 1349, which is this one. Your initial draft is 1013 and 1349. Okay, and your mid draft is 1367. 1367, which is this one, the mid drop, and the main drop between forward and up is 1336. Okay, so you have a trim of 26 centimeters. Now from your trim correction table, so you have a forward correction of 4, just like in your this one, trim correction table. So you have this correction table of, this is the draft, this is your forward correction, and this is your up correction, and this will be your cargo hold. Okay, this is a 9 vessel, so it goes up to 9. But here in Panamax vessel is the same. So you put here the forward correction and you put your up correction in hold number 1. In number 7, you put the forward correction of number 7 and the up correction of number 7. So once you put this one, all the figures will excuse me, automatically compute by itself until you reach the drop of forward or final drop of forward 1365 and up 1369. And here you have a trim of 0.04 and your main drop is 1367. Take note that your main drop is 1367 and your main drop is 1367, meaning you have a 0 deflection. But since this is a trim table, you only rely on these figures, so there should always be a difference in the figures, not unlike in this remaining cargo to hold, and using the trimming hold, using this formula, you will get an accurate results, and you have no list, the same figures, no trim. So with also in this program how to find trim when handling several moderate weights. Here you will get zero trim, the same figures, even kill. Okay, so that's the difference between this program with the trimming table. Okay, but here in the capsize vessel, this is the I'm sorry, in the capsize vessel, his result of his trim table is even kill, and he has a mean drop of 1824, but your mean drop, but his mid drop is 1823. So it depends on the figures of your correction for your trimming table on each vessel. So that's what I'm going to emphasize. Not all vessels has the same results with regards to trimming table. But anyway, as you see, you have only a small trim of 18.04 centimeters. But what important thing is your main drop of 1367 here of the Panamax vessel is the same with your mid drop. So this is your mid drop. This is your mid drop, meaning you have a deflection of 0. Okay, so look here, forward is 1365, the final drop forward is 1365, and up drop is 1369, and the final is up is 1369. Take note guys, this computation here is different from this one. This is they have the same results, but they compute the same results as to get the final drop departure or the final drop readings, whatever. But still, look, you put here load of number 7, 1008, then you put here number 7, 1008, number 1, 1080, and once you have completed loading in hold number 7, you will have a final drop here of 1322 forward and up 13.74. Here, you will never see the drop once you've completed any hold. But here you will see once you load hold number 7, you have a drop here result. And then when you hold number completed loading in hold number 1, and this will be your final drop. Okay, so this is the difference between the two, but they actually have the same results. This is a Panamax vessel. Then we go to the handy-size vessel, Nara. So we go. So again, we go to how to find trim when handling several moderate weights. So in my last video, the draft prior to completion was forward 9.55 and up was 19.45. So your present mean drop is 9.55, and your mid drop, actual mid drop for the starboard is 19.55. Here, since you have the same draft, meaning automatically you have in your mind you will have a 0 deflection. Look at the final results after loading these 306 metric tons. He will have the same drop forward 1964 and up drop of 1964. Zero trim, and he has zero deflection. So take note, guys, at the initial stage of reading your initial drop, if your present drop, mean drop, is the same with your mid drop, I presume, or you will presume, that your final deflection will be zero. So that's it, guys. So again, it's recommended cargo to load is 305.5. So you go down, then you input 306. What happens if you load 306? Your mid drop will be 9.636.61. So this is almost the same here, and your sinkage is 0.0861, and exactly almost the same of 0.086. Okay, then we go to the trimming hold. Your trimming hold, you say, is 1 and 4. Then you see the remaining cargo is 306. So this is another program for trimming with 2 holes. Okay, your trimming hold is 1 and 4. And how much are you going to load in 1 and 4 if you have no trim? Then it's recommended to load in hold number 1 is 124. See, put here 124, and number 4 will be 182. Okay, and what will be your final drop is even kill 9.64, forward and up is 9.64, zero trim, and your main is 9.636, and you have a zero deflection. Okay, just like I said, if you have in the initial drop, if your mean drop and your mid drop is almost the same or the same figures, automatically your deflection will be zero. Okay, and you have an even kill or same drop of 964, 964. So we go now the trim table. So here you have trimming table. You have 306, figure 1, hold 1 will be 124, and hold number 4 182. Then you get this figure from your trim correction table. Forward correction number 1, forward correction number 1, up correction, put it here, and number 4, forward correction and up correction. Once you put this one, guys, here, he will automatically put the same figures as what it is written here. You will see in hold number 1, 9.5, here 9.5 and 0.06, hold number 4, 1.5 and 5.2, and the results will be forward will be 9.64 and up will be 9.64. Then you have an even kill. So guys, you have 2 options or 3 options actually to validate your final drop. In the form 6, this one, how to find trim when handling severe weights, which I call form 6 small weights. Then you will have a drop, final drop of 964 forward and up, and your trim is 0, and your mid will be 9636. Okay, but in trim holds you will get the same results. Trim 2 holes, and your final drop will be 964 forward, 964 up, and your main is 963. You have a 0 deflection, and zero trim. And lastly, the trim table. So trimming table, you have your remaining cargo to load. Your hole number 1 is 124, 4 is 182. Apply the corrections forward and up until you have a draft forward and up is 1964 of zero trim even kill. With this one and the other one, you have the same results. But here, as I said, once you load the cargo of 124 metric tons, you will know your excuse me, your forward draft, forward and up. Here, it doesn't show that. After you load in hold number 1, then you will have the final draft here. See? So that's it, guys. I just want you to have an idea of how good this program is. Okay? So from this program, Form 6, you will also have a program of trimming 2 holes. You will also get the same results, your drop results, and lastly the trim table. Okay, so what's easy with this program is just put input figures in this yellow cell and you get the results. Unlike also here in the Panamax vessel, the same. Just input here your initial drop, put here the actual drop here. This is your final departure drop, and input the amount of cargo. Then you will get the results here. Okay, that will be your Panamax, and your capesize vessel would also be the same. Okay, input here the forward and up, your mid drop, and look at this. You have the same main and mid, meaning you will have a deflection, zero deflection in the final computation, and throwing up you have the zero deflection and have an even kill. Okay, just take note, a reminder, the sinkage here is with this formula. You follow this formula, then you get the results of 36. Okay, from this figure, you follow this formula, which is this one, then the results will be 36. But for me, I advise just if you have this final mid drop, deduct it from your mid drop, then you will have the 36 sinkage, which is very more accurate because this is your actual reading. You have your final or departure drop of 1823 minus your mid drop, actual mid drop reading of 1787. Then you have a sinkage of 13.036. So that's it, guys. I hope you will like it, and please click the like button, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Have a good day and God bless. Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to make a short video about freshwater going to salt water going to brackish water and brackish water going to salt water. So let's start, guys. So with this question, salt water of a draft of 18.23 meters, what is the displacement if ship loads of brackish water of 1.018 tons per cubic meter? So brackish water meaning that is your local density, and salt water is usually standard. The density of salt water is 1.025. Okay, so this is the formula, guys, to get the brackish water. Displacement times constant of 1.025 over the brackish water of 1.018. So what is the displacement of 18.23? So let's check, guys, the program. So this is now the salt water. What is the displacement? 18.23. 18.23. What is the displacement? The displacement, guy, of salt water of 18.23 is 23484, or the final displacement would be 23484 1.16, or this one, initial displacement of 23484.16. Okay, so that is the seawater. So let's check, guys. So 2348416. Okay, so with this displacement, multiply it with 1.025 and over 1.018, the displacement of brackish water will be 23455.92. So let's check, guys, with the program. This is manual computation, so you multiply this 2 over 1.018, then you will get this figure. Okay, then you use the program to get the exact value of the brackish water of this displacement. Okay, so let's go to the program. So here, this is the displacement of 18.025. So we will change this to local density, which is 1.018. Okay, now what is the formula? Formula is displacement times 1.025 over 1.018. Okay, just remember this one, guys. So let's go to the program. Okay, so it says here the displacement. That's the displacement of, this is the displacement. So we'll just copy this one. Two, 3, 4, 8, 4, 1.6. Then it says here 25, 1.025, 25 over 1.018, which is J37, J36. Okay, then you press this one, then you will have a displacement of 18.346, which is this one, 236456. Okay, let's see the 1846, 18346, and 23656. So it's already rounded up here. Program use 564 because it already run up. So the answer is 183456. That will be this one. Sorry, 2356. This one. Okay. Then let's convert this one to, then with this figure we convert it to salt water. Okay, so with this formula, brackish water of 18346, what is the displacement FC flows of salt water of 1.025? Now it's the reverse. So you're asking for the salt water, so the displacement of brackish water of 18346 is 236,455.92, which is this one. Then you multiply it with the 1.018, then over 1.025, and the correct answer will be 23481, and the value will be 1823. So let's use the program, guys. Okay, 18346 would be 18346. So you change the drop here, local drop 18.018, then you put the drop 18346, 18.346. What will be his top displacement? So 3461. What should be the displacement of the? It should be 236456. Oh, this one 236451. It's got 51 here, and this initial is 23. This is salt water. Okay, so you got there. Let's go down. Look at here, the drop is 18346. The displacement is 23645 50.6, 6450.6. We got here 236455 55.9. So 236450.6. This one is 55.92. Okay, 6450. Small difference only. So we go back to the program. So you put this 1.025, 1.025, and what will be change this displacement. Go down. Or we can use this one, 23645.6, 23645.6. Okay, 23 23 23 6450, 23 6450 6450.6. Then you change this to 1.018, 18. Then J6 is 1.025. Let's check the formula, guys. Chase 236455.92. Okay, we'll just use the program. Says 236450.6. What will be the results? And the drop is 1823. Okay, here the drop is 1823. 23484. What we have here is 2384841.1. Okay, but we can use the, if you like, we can use the exact value, which is 2364555.92. Okay, we use this one, 645592. 6455.92. 92. So there you get 2364555.92 over times 1.018 over 1.25. Got the formula, guys? So 23645.92 over times 1.018 and over 1.025, which is this one. Then we press enter, and the exact value for freshwater is 23481.1. Okay, check. Then you get the value of 234,841.1, which is 18.23. Here, freshwater value is 23484.1. Okay, to be exact. Here, here you got it here, right? Okay. So that's it, guys. I hope you will like this short video. If you like it, please click the like button, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification button. Have a good day.